It's hard to do a big group of guys like that and only offer them 2 holes, you know? You're like, what do you want? What do you want? Yeah, I have hands. I have feet. I have purse. No. And I don't give a shit if you take me seriously or not. I suck dick for a living. You probably shouldn't. What's up, guys? Welcome back to another episode of Sexy, Funny, Raw. I am your host, Silvia Saige. Obviously, today we are in a brand new space. This will be a semi-temporary space for us, but I do have a brand new guest who I'm super excited to welcome onto the show. You guys welcome Miss Jenna Fox.
Hi.
So Jenna, you got into the industry in 2017, and ever since you have just been knocking down all of the walls, all of the barriers, just rising to the top. So,
literally knocking down my walls.
Yeah, absolutely. Your inner walls. Yeah.
Inner walls.
No, I love it. So tell me, how much do you love working in pornography?
60-40.
60-40.
60% love it.
That's a super honest
hate it.
answer. Okay, explain.
Well, I think hate's a bad word to say. I don't hate it. I hate the background stuff of it. Like
the outside
the
noise.
politics, the racism, the pay. The pay is good when it's good, and then you hear others people's pay sometimes, which is like you're not supposed to talk about it. I don't know what the culture turned into when OnlyFans came around, that everyone was like, I make $100,000, I make this every month. You're not supposed to say that.
Right.
So it changed a little bit, but also, no, actually a lot has changed.
Oh, so
Agencies,
much.
Girls.
Yeah.
All the legends, superstars, they're all gone.
Hey, we are legends and superstars ourselves, and we are still here.
No, I mean what is it called? The seasoned.
Okay, there
Seasoned
you go.
performers.
Yeah.
We've all dwindled in the back.
Yeah.
We're still in the front, but
It's because we all mainly switched over to OnlyFans to kind of be our own creators, I feel.
yeah.
That's at least the most part.
That and no one's taking shit anymore from agents or companies or on set.
Yep.
It's like you have us here 10 hours a day and
Sometimes longer.
we can film this in 2 hours.
Yes. I say
On
that
our
all
own
the
set.
time.
It doesn't make sense. Even with a script.
No.
Doesn't make sense to me.
People are moving around lighting. I'm like, just set up the lights,
One place.
move along. Yeah. Well, it's interesting that you said all of the outside noise and the racism, the sexism, all those types of things, because that's what we're talking about today. So today we're talking about representation in porn. Do you feel properly represented in porn?
As on the agency side or just as
I think in
a
general.
woman of color?
Yeah.
A woman of color? No,
Okay.
not at all. I think I can count maybe 10 of us. 5 that are still going since the day I got in, still thriving. And I've seen the darker skinned women, the brown skinned women just dwindle away and be forgotten about.
What do you think that is?
Some their own issues.
Okay.
Which is
fair.
Which is anybody.
Right.
It's the industry. But mostly I've heard agents say, you're too dark, you have all these tattoos, you have to change your hair, you're not exotic looking enough. And I'm like, what's exotic looking?
Right. What does that even mean? Yeah.
Because there's, a company that their whole brand is supposed to be exotic women. You probably know what I'm talking about.
Of course I do. We all do.
All they shoot is white women.
So you are not wrong.
And I'm like, technically, well, not technically, but in the sense of what everyone thinks of exotic, they don't think white woman.
Right. No one does.
It's like, what happened to the blonde bombshell?
Yeah.
What happened to that for the white girls? I'm so
heard
confused.
someone say exotic and then put white in the same sentence.
Ever.
No.
They had the blonde bombshell. We
Yeah.
don't have that anymore.
I've had people tell me I look exotic when I get a really deep spray tan, and I'm like, no, it's not exotic. It's 100% manufactured. Yeah, I'm just a white girl with a tan. It means nothing more than that. Yeah.
It sucks though, because I think someone tweeted it, but what happened to the blonde bombshell? What happened to that category that white women were so excited to be in instead of being exotic or let me get braids or let me look like the black girl?
Mm-hmm.
No.
I think what it is because everyone went to that like blonde bombshell as like a bimbo look, you know? And I think at least when I speak for myself, when I got my first pair of tits when I was 26, I had bleach blonde hair. And I remember that I went brunette after getting my boobs done because I was like, I don't want anyone to not take me seriously with my big fake tits. So I was bimbo. Like, fake tits, brown hair. But now I'm like, fuck it, I'll go back to blonde. I don't give a shit if you take me seriously or not. I suck dick for a living. You probably shouldn't, you know?
I love a good bimbo. I'm like,
thank
what
you.
happened to the bimbos?
Thank you.
I love a good bimbo.
We'll bring back the bimbo.
Please.
Who's mad at it? Okay, here is a real question because this is exactly what we're talking about. I don't know. I don't shoot for as many mainstream companies anymore, so it may not be the same. But I know back in the day, especially when I started in 2014, there was an option for more pay to shoot interracial scenes.
Yep.
I never took a larger pay for it. For me, people are people, and if I'm fucking you regardless. How do you feel about that concept in general?
Horrible. It's very racist.
Super
there
racist.
Were agents that used to tell many of my friends who are white that if you hold out for your IR scene, and I was like, technically an IR scene is with me as well because I'm like French Hawaiian. So I'm like, I'm not just black.
Right.
So I mean, I'm IR whoever I shoot with. So do I not get a higher pay?
Right.
So I'm like, I know the black guys have bigger dicks.
Right.
For me, I want to charge for dick size.
I have said the same
That's it.
thing. I have said the exact same thing. I would never charge because of skin color, but I would charge because it's like dread or something like that. Now, dread is on my no list, not because of the person that he is, but because the size that he is.
I sat on it. It didn't go
You
anywhere.
did?
It didn't go anywhere.
Oh, God.
It sat right there.
How were you like in pain for days afterwards?
No, it didn't.
You didn't even fuck him.
It didn't even go in. It didn't pass the hole. Like, it sat in the lips, in the little insertion part. It just sat there. It didn't. I was like, it didn't go in. I told him too. I was like, Dred, you're never going to get in me. He's like, I want to try.
I'm going to try.
And I was like, okay, well, we have to bring another girl just in case it doesn't work out because then makeup, all that. Like, we don't want to waste a day filming. And he's like, okay, cool, but I can get it in.
No.
We got there, lube, everything, spit. Nothing would work. Even my vibrator. Usually that like gets it right in. No, it would not budge.
Interesting.
I was like, but I could suck it.
Yeah.
So,
but you got your mouth around it.
I got my mouth around it.
That.
Good. So I was like, sorry.
I wonder with Dred if I could take him in my butt though, because I feel like my butt really gets expansive when it wants to be, you know?
I wish.
Do you do anal?
No.
You don't at all?
I've only done it 3 times, which I get this comment from like there's like 2 black guys, if they're black, that troll every black girl that doesn't do anal with the black guys. And I'm like, I've done 3 anal scenes. One wasn't even a full anal scene. It was like a try it.
Oh no.
And then the other 2, I didn't pick the 2 castmates and they were like, these are the best guys for anal. So they picked them.
Right.
That was it. I haven't shot it ever since.
Wow.
And they troll me all the time for it. I'm like,
did you
I
just
don't like
not? You just don't like it.
It feels like reverse pooping.
It really does. I mean, that's a very honest comment. Let's be real.
And I can't control. I feel like as much as I clean out, I don't know what's going to come out.
Yeah.
And we're okay. We like accidents happen. And
yeah. And on set, people are very professional with that.
But I'm scared.
Yeah.
And I would love to be a full anal queen.
Yeah.
Because leave my vagina alone. She's tight. But I can't get there with my butt.
I feel like another episode, but I feel like I should give you some really good anal tips for like cleaning and prepping, because I feel like I've gotten my butt down to a science. I'm like, I don't do ATM ass to mouth, but I would, because I know I really trust my ass when it's clean.
I've heard Asa Akira talk about she sat in the chair, in the makeup chair with a butt plug in the whole time, and the night before
to like warm it up,
and the dick just fell in. She was like, I think I I didn't think I did my anal scene. I think it just
like you didn't even feel it.
So I was like, maybe I should try that.
Yeah. A butt plug to prep is really huge, actually, because it will give you that extra little stretch.
I've tried.
Yeah, I know. It's not for everybody. It really isn't.
It's not.
Do you ever feel like you're pigeonholed in porn? Like you have to be doing certain things in porn?
When I first got in, yes. Now, no. Sometimes I feel like I need a BBL because that's
Girl,
the
no.
trend now.
Girl, no.
It's slowly going away. Thank God.
Yeah.
But I got titties, so I'm like, got a little something on my booty, so it's fine. But
Also, a BBL is so dangerous.
I know I would never get it because my sister got it.
Okay.
And we took care of her after.
You saw what she went through.
Oh my God. I was like, no, I'm good on this one.
Yeah.
No, thank you. So I don't feel like, I feel like there's girls doing other things that people like, and I wish I could do it. And
Like
my
what?
body just won't like I wish I could do Adriana Tuchek stuff that she used to do.
Oh, like you're talking like triple anal,
Like,
triple vag.
All of it.
Okay.
Like hardcore.
Okay.
Triple dirty X girl. I can't do it.
Yeah.
My body just won't do it. I'm a soft girl.
Yeah.
I don't know why.
I'm a soft girl too. Don't get it wrong. Don't get it twisted.
I like
Nothing
it
wrong with
rough
soft sex.
when we're doing soft sex and
Yeah.
like I can go crazy, but the too many dicks, no. I fall to pieces.
So you've never done a gangbang?
I did, but I did vaginal.
Okay. A vag
And
gangbang.
that
Got it.
was fun, but there was like too many dicks around.
It's a
I was
lot.
just like overstimulating. I loved it though because it was only vag,
Yeah.
but I felt like it was supposed to be anal too. Like I was missing a hole, basically.
It's hard to do a big group of guys like that and only offer them 2 holes. You know, you're like, what do you want? What do you want?
Hands.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
I have hands. I have feet. I have purse. You know.
I did my biggest blow bang though. I think it was
How
16
many?
guys.
Amazing.
So that was fun.
How?
But it's just a blow bang.
Yeah. Was it? Did you see the guys? Okay, my blow bang was through the wall. What's that called when it's
Glory hole?
Thank you, glory hole.
No, I saw all of them. They were all in my face.
Yeah, yeah.
And a big splooge after,
Nice.
which is like, I was crying on the inside because
Girl,
I'm a texture person. So I was crying on the inside. Like I was like, yes, give it to me. But
girl, this is why I always talk about how much I love OnlyFans is because I despise cum on my face. And for the last decade, I've been begging for cum on my face. And I'm like, I can't stand it. So I'm the same way. Every time someone comes on my face, I'm like, I love it. Immediately, I just get
I could
this
do it
off
on
of
my
me.
face, but it was so much of it because it was every single
Of
guy.
course, yeah.
It was like paint.
It's like, yeah.
It was running down my wall. I was like, oh my God. Ugh. But I don't like the taste of cum. Most guys' cum is gross, but I've done like, what do you call it? Swapping.
Yeah.
And she did it like unexpectedly to me. And I was vomiting inside my mouth. I was like, I was heaving on the side because I was like,
What did you eat?
what did you just spit in my mouth? Crying.
So you think most cum tastes bad?
Most, yeah.
Okay. See, I think the opposite. Most times I'm like, I can handle this. And then sometimes I'm like, I don't know what your diet is, but it must be changed.
The asparagus cum guys are gnarly.
Oh my God. It's true
Gnarly.
because it smells in their cum in the same way it does in the pee.
It tastes like poison. Poison.
Please don't have asparagus if you want to get your dick sucked. We're learning so much in this episode.
Girls too.
Yo, yeah. Oh, you know what's so... Okay, this is off topic, but I was in an orgy with a vegan. She's a vegan woman. And she was riding the dick of the gentleman. And after she was done riding, I immediately went down and put the dick in my mouth. I thought she was riding him vaginally and she was riding him anally. And I didn't know that. So I put her ass directly into my mouth. And when I came up, I go, oh my God, your vagina tastes amazing. And she was like, that was my asshole. And I was like, well, props to you because your asshole also tastes amazing. And she was like, girl, I'm a vegan. I was like, impressive. For that moment, I wanted to be a vegan just for a nice tasting pussy. But
I only eat fish. Wait, no.
That might be the opposite effect of what you want to go for, Jenna. I don't know.
I was like, wait. As it was coming out of my mouth. Wait, hold on.
It's going to be a beautiful smelling vagina.
I promise I've never had any issues. No one's ever said anything. Just writes itself.
And yeah. Oh, I'm sure it's great, Jenna. I'm sure it's great. I've never had it, but I would any day. You just let me know. Would you ever want to like change your brand, your image of what you have like right now of who Jenna Fox is?
Oh, I've wanted to change my name so badly.
Just the name though?
I don't know what I would change my brand to.
What would you change your name to?
No, I'm going to keep it under wraps because some new girl might see this and be like, ooh.
No, you're right.
Let me take that name.
You're right.
Because so many people have my name and I didn't know. Well, the last name is a very
Fox.
common porn last name.
Yes, yeah.
Agent didn't tell me that when I first got in. He was like, oh yeah, it's hot. Use it. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And then, well, my full name was a big hiccup because there was a girl who had similar name. Didn't know. She fought me to the tooth and nail on it. And I was like, you're white.
Right. We're not competing
We're
for
not
the same
competing.
thing. Yeah.
People don't like you, first of all. I hear horrible things about you. And I'm sorry, I didn't know this was your name.
Right.
I went into free ones. I put in Jenna J. Fox. Nothing came up, so I took it. So that was a big thing, but I think I would change my brand. I don't know to what, but I would change my brand. It's not a bad brand, but maybe some guidance. I don't know. I feel like girls these days,
They do.
came out with guidance or they have like a whole team behind them, but we built from scratch. So it's a little different.
Yeah. I like that.
I change it.
Okay.
Would you?
You know, I feel like I have changed it over the years, you know, because I feel like in the beginning of porn, I really, the same, what you were just talking about, I didn't know anything. I didn't know what I was doing. And I was kind of just taking any job that was handed to me and doing all of the things, which I'm glad I did in the beginning because I'm glad I tried everything once. But now I don't do a lot of the stuff that made me really uncomfortable in the beginning. So I feel like I really kind of have changed my brand and like developed it into only what I want it to be.
Oh, you mean
know?
that type of branding?
I mean, yeah.
No, I didn't do a lot that people wanted me to do.
That's good.
I did mostly what I wanted to do. At least for that
Good for
type
you.
of branding style. I may have pushed myself to do more than I could do. But
like dread.
and anal.
Yeah.
But I wanted to try it.
Right.
They gave me the opportunity. It's like, all right. But if I can change my brand to like girl only, I would have.
Really?
Early on, if I could have, I would have.
Okay.
But I was told I couldn't.
You know, so many people are told that in the beginning because they're told you won't make any money that way. But I know plenty of only girl performers who do just fine.
Yeah.
Only working with girls.
I started in Miami too, so that was a big, they weren't doing a lot of girl out there. And if they were putting me with another guy and a girl. I was like, okay, that's fine.
Yeah. In the beginning, it really is like someone else kind of pulling all of the strings for you.
Yep.
You know? So, yeah, I feel like in the beginning, you don't really even know what your brand is going to be. You know? You're just along for the ride at that point.
I was told that we'll see if we can make you a star. Like, we'll see what happens. You know, you're a brown girl, so we'll see what happens. And then my second agent scooped me up, and it was good on from there.
Yeah.
Mainstream, other gigs, other outside gigs. And it's like, oh, didn't think this would happen.
Yeah.
Okay. Like, I'm not pretty. No tattoos. I'm like, what's wrong with you guys?
I had an agent in the very beginning tell me the same thing, that he was like, oh, you'll work for, you know, maybe a year and then the industry will be done with you. And I'm like,
6
okay,
months.
interesting. Because now the industry is done with you. So, and I'm still here.
Oh, I know who that is.
I'm sure you do. I'm sure you do.
It was 6. You guys got, white girls got a year. Black girls got 6 months.
Yeah.
You got 6 months.
They're like, best of luck. You're like, okay, cool.
Yeah, Spiegler would tell, I went to him as like an option for an agent.
Yeah.
He's like, are you doing anal yet? No. He's like, you outlasted that anal. I think this was last year doing something.
Do you wave to him every time you see him now?
I do. I had the big banner for AVN promo last year. And I was like, hey, Spiegler.
Spiegler wouldn't even return my calls. So yeah, I do the same thing to him. Yeah.
6 years later, Spiegler.
Yeah.
3 anal scenes, still here.
Yeah. I always make sure to say hi to him when he's passing me on the red carpet. I'm like, hello. Do you remember me? The person whose calls you wouldn't return? Mm-hmm. Lovely to see you.
Still here.
You fat fuck. I'm sure he's great to the people he helps, but yeah.
Yeah, I've seen him do wondrous things for girls,
right,
for their career, and then I've heard other things.
So, to each their own. We're still thriving,
still here,
yeah,
still doing the other mainstream stuff I want to do with myself,
which is amazing.
It's okay.
Yeah.
I'm trying to be a pioneer.
Yes, and that's what you should be.
Girls on this side.
Yes, I love that. I'm always trying to do the same thing, just like show people what is going to help them grow and succeed.
Yeah. You could do both.
Yeah, exactly. Okay. Why do you think there is so much judgment from porn? Why do you think we wear this giant scarlet letter around?
Because they're probably afraid to do what we do. Mm-hmm. They want to do it, but they don't have the balls to do it. Mm-hmm. I'm like, you got titties, got a vagina, use it. I always say, like, there's the girls who hate. There are men, but like mostly the girls who hate on sex workers and porn girls. It's just, you're giving it up for free. Mm-hmm. I'm making money off of it and still having fun. You could do the same thing. They're like, you're not going to find a man. I'm like, little do you know, I date women mostly. I date a man here and there, but like a finance bro. Yeah,
a confident man who doesn't give a shit that his woman's had sex with other people.
Threesomes,
yeah,
like,
exactly.
I'll bring my friend.
Yeah. First off, I don't date anybody who also isn't wildly sexual. So like no one I am going to pick to date is going to have a thing to say about my sexuality. You know?
Little do they know, I'm not... What's the correct word? Like, I'll do threesomes here and there. Like, if I'm in the mood, or if, like, say my partner, my guy's in the mood, and I'm in the mood, let's do it. Let me call someone I know that's tested.
Yes, that's tested, reliable, not going to break up our relationship. Yeah.
Yeah. But typically, I don't date outside of my relationships.
Same.
Like, I'm a one gal type of gal. So I'm selfish.
Same.
So I think they think that we sleep around and stuff like that. And I'm like, we don't go home with people after set. We go eat. Maybe.
It's my job, and I go to work, and then I go home from my job.
Hookups happen occasionally. But that's usually
super rare.
Like, between two people, like they're both like, yeah.
What's funny is even like a hookup from someone from set is usually filmed and made into content. So it's like even like a random hookup is still work.
Let me put the camera up.
Yeah. Before we get started.
Wait. We just leave it there and now we get fucked.
Yeah, exactly. How do you think the industry itself can do better? Like, how do you think we can be judged less? How do you think we can be better to, the performers?
I'm probably going to get creamed for this, but the age limit needs to go up.
Girl, preach it. I've been saying it for years.
The age limit needs to go up. And I know it's so dumb saying it now that I'm already above
because you started at 19.
I started at 19, but I have a great mindset. I don't, like, a lot of girls don't have the same mindset I did when I was 19. Like, I was already stripping, whatever. I was in college. I wanted to make money, but I had a good head on my shoulders. Most girls don't have that. They either come from broken families, this abusive, whatever, all the nine. I didn't come from that. So I feel like I was level-headed at 19, even 18. But
you were a minority.
But I was a minority. And could I have had things better for me before, like better decisions? Sure. Being 21, your brain's a little better, and people are not as eager to kind of like
try and take advantage of you.
Yeah.
I've said for years, I wish personally, I want it to be set at 25, but I will take 21 as a medium ground.
25 is not bad.
Yeah.
Because I feel like you're very much more developed at 25.
Yeah. And I just want people to have real world knowledge. I want them to have worked a real job before coming into porn.
First.
Yes. Know what corporate America is like. And
work corporate.
Yeah. Or just, some sort of job. Know what responsibility is, and also know that the difference in pay between working a regular job and working an adult is so dramatically different.
And depending on, like at 18, the stripper money at 18 is like a gold mine.
Right.
You're just like, money. You don't know what to do with it. You don't know how to spend it. You don't know how to save it. A lot of girls don't pay their taxes when they first get in because they're so young and don't know. So
and then you spend, and then it's gone. And then so is your career.
Yep. So I'm cool with 25 if the age limit goes up.
Yeah.
It just went up for stripping to 21.
Did it? Oh, that's actually very promising. I didn't know that.
I don't know when it'll go into effect, but they just passed the bill that 21 is now the new stripping.
Fuck yeah. Congratulations, Florida. I'm like the one time I'm proud of Florida. I don't know. That's very interesting, but good for them.
Yeah.
It should be raised.
My friend was like, "Oh, you've matured so much." I was like, "Shut up."
Also,
I should have been that.
I think the biggest reason I want it raised though is because I feel like, I've seen it in the industry and I've heard girls say they were basically like, recruited in high school for porn.
Oh.
Like before they even turned 18, they're getting messaging from other people. Like as soon as you turn 18, come and do this. And it seems very predatory.
The Craigslist ads.
Yeah. It just seems super predatory to me. And I'm like, don't just let them decide what they want to do.
My very first agent would go to, what is Flanagan's?
Okay.
In Florida.
Yeah.
And scout girls at the bars.
See, that's crazy.
And then he would bring some of the other like new porn girls with him too.
To like persuade them.
I was like, I gotta go home.
It's so sketch.
I don't want to be here.
Yeah. I don't want to be helping you wrangle in girls.
No.
Yeah.
I don't.
Also, I want them to make the decision to come into the industry. I don't want anybody like propositioning them to come into the industry, like that needs to be a decision that you have come to all on your own without any outside noise,
Also, I wish we could change the stigma too of Black and brown women in the industry. The tattoo stigma.
It's ridiculous.
Crazy. I have a friend who is currently new porn girl. And she has tattoos. Yeah. They're nice tattoos. They're nicely done. They're not scattered everywhere.
Right.
And she hasn't gotten a booking yet.
That's so crazy.
And she's a Black girl.
Yeah.
But very pretty. And I tell her, it's your tattoos. You're very pretty. I'm just going to say it's your tattoos. Because I don't know what else it could be. It's got titties. It's got booty.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Good agent too. God. So I'm like, I know it's getting close to summer, so things get slow. It's seasonal, but
I hope that changes for her. Because once people do start shooting you and they see that you're a good performer, then you will just book.
Especially if you could take dick.
Right. Yeah. And it doesn't have to be dreads dick. As long as you can take general dick, you're fine. Yeah. So how do you think we as performers can better the industry?
We need a goddamn union,
girl. Yes.
We need to rally together. One thing we do, I notice, is like we do cancel people too quickly. We do bully people too quickly into hiding or something, or we are very quick to jump down one person if someone said something and we don't know the facts. I've seen it happen like 3 times this year already, and each time they were wrong. So I'm like,
hearing one side of the story and then canceling,
and then all their fans going to attack the other person. We got to stop doing that.
Yeah, we need to be on each other's teams and hear each other out.
And we're not.
100%.
There's some people that are, and then the rest are just every man for themselves. And I'm like, I think in the Vivid days, everybody liked each other.
Right.
I think they were all helping each other. Like it was a community back then. At least it was still drama, but it was more of a community. Now, I did say when I first got in, it felt like high school, but now it even feels more like high school because no one's on set as much as we used to be before COVID. There's not many team building things going on to where like, oh, we're having a wellness retreat this week. Who all wants to come out? Like there's not these things going on. Fair is kind of doing that, but there's no community anymore, especially now that OnlyFans is like a poppin' thing. There's so many creators coming in and leaving, coming in, doing this, doing that. So there's just no, I think there's maybe 2 girls still active from the generation
that you started.
That I started.
Yeah.
With the agency I started with, and maybe like 2 still around besides myself.
Yeah. It's crazy. I go to the award shows and I know like no one, you know?
It's nothing.
And I'm like, I've been here for a decade. I should recognize more faces. Yeah, it's crazy.
No one.
Okay, last question. How can we as sex workers make positive change to the industry and to the world?
Ooh, I'm in my political bag. Oh my God, wait, repeat the question.
Like, how can we make positive changes? Let's just say to the world, because we already said to the industry.
Wow, that's a tough one. That's a tough one.
I know. Honestly, for me, what I think is just being more vocal and more honest about the industry, which is what I always try and do.
Yeah.
That way there's not this like secret wall. You know, for a long time, especially when I first got into porn, I feel like people looked at porn stars as not people. We were just like this imaginary thing for them to lust after. Right. But I feel like if we are more open and more honest about it, we do become people, and maybe we can become a little bit more normalized and a little bit more accepted into society, you know?
Yeah, when I first got on TikTok during the pandemic and I was making funny content, just funny videos, skits, and in the comment section I would get, wow, I didn't think you were funny. They're like, wow, porn girls are actually have a sense of humor. Do you think I'm AI?
Right.
What do you mean?
Yeah.
Like, you didn't know me in high school.
Me no talk, just suck dick. Yeah.
Like I was at theater school. Like I'm a weirdo.
Yeah.
I'm a nerd. I'm a weirdo. Like,
yeah.
What do you mean?
And you're also a person.
Yeah. It's like, just because I have, like, yes, we're a fantasy because we do things for you guys that you want to see that you probably won't do. But yeah, I ride a bicycle.
Right. Yeah.
I roller skate.
You're
I'm
right.
not just on the internet.
Yeah.
I have a dog.
You're
Like,
right.
I pick up his shit. I'm a normal single mom of a fur baby.
Right.
Like, guys, we're normal.
We are normal people.
And I think they've seen that, like, going to the conventions these days. I know back then it was a little different, but these days they're like, yeah, we got anime girls. This girl's a nerd. She wears glasses. She roller, like, all these things are now seeing that we do, I guess, because, I'm going to say because of TikTok, people were able to just show, like, another side of them instead of just sex all the time.
Sex. Yeah.
So they're starting to see, like, oh, this girl games. Like, yeah, I love video games.
Yeah.
Now you can watch me. Now, I guess it's still about money.
Do you Twitch? Do you do stream? Oh, love it. Yeah.
It's still about money. But yeah, I still like to sit there and play video games and talk to them and stuff like that. And they're like, you're cool. I'm like, I know.
Duh. Yeah.
What do you mean?
Welcome to my world. I've been living in it. Yeah. We're done with the episode, by the way. I love you so much. I'm so glad you came on and did this with me. It's so nice to be able to talk about representation in porn, because I do feel the same way. I feel like that you are, especially Black and brown girls, are not represented enough, and everyone is put into these categories and things. And I think we can all be equals, you know, like we can all do our separate things, but still be equal, you know, like stop putting us into your little boxes, you know.
And for the fans, you're not real fans that like to say, you want representation, but you have sex with white guys all the time. We don't get to pick our scene partners.
Right. Yeah.
It's like expresses so much on Twitter. We do not, unless a company is a specific scene, they're like, hey, who do you want to work with? Which is what I did with Isaiah. They're like, who do you want to work with? I'm like, Isaiah.
I love Isaiah.
And I'm like, we don't pick our scene partners.
Yeah.
My anal scenes, I didn't pick them.
Yeah.
They were given to me.
So I pick my scene partners now, but back in the day.
Now I do. I'm like, if you want to see some chocolate on chocolate, just go to my OF.
Exactly.
But if not, you're just going to keep complaining because the companies don't. My first scene back, I just started shooting again, like here and there. It's with a white guy. Sorry. I didn't pick him.
Right.
They picked him.
Right.
I can't do anything about it.
But go to her OF and you can find all of the content that you want to find there. Tell them where they can find that content, where they can follow you on all social media.
Oh God, we're so shadow banned everywhere.
Me too, girl.
So many fakes. My OnlyFans is the Jenna Fox with 2 X's, and my Twitter is only Jenna Fox 2 X's. Make sure you check the post because it's not me. And Instagram is the real Jenna Fox _ Check the bio. I said it's my new account. So there you go.
And your OnlyFans, did we do that one already?
The Jenna Fox.
Okay, perfect. That's how you find her, guys. All right, well, we are all out of time for today, but until next time, guys, adios.